Hey everybody, West Texas Stacker here. How y'all doing? So, here's a question for the silver and gold stacking community. Have y'all ever had any problems offloading any metals at a coin shop? I ask this because I've been coming across these videos of somebody that claims they're having problems selling back to an LCS. I've never had to sell any of my metals back, thank God, thankfully. But this person is just pretty adamant about how worthless silver is. I mean, they go on and on and on about how worthless it is, and how none of the LCSs want to buy it back. So my question is, if y'all had to sell, have y'all had any problems? I mean, I'm sure there's always going to be the issues of price, and what it is that you have and what you've paid for it as opposed to what they're willing to give you for it. I mean, for newer stackers, I'd say one of the most important things you need to learn and understand is the whole thing of premiums. Chances are, on most of this stuff that I have up here, the koalas and the kookaburras and the maple, that slab 10 ounce, that slabbed 1/10 ounce gold coin, if I were to go to sell it back right now, of course I wouldn't get the premium back on it. I mean, most of the koalas and the kookaburras, those are fairly high premium stuff, and same with the maples, and same with eagles. So if you spend $35-$36 on a kook and whatever a eagle's going for nowadays, a silver eagle, let's just say they're $36 right now, and spot price is $29. You can't be upset when you don't get that premium back. Now, if you hang on to it for a few years, depending on what the price does, it's you probably will get that premium back. But you got to be in it for the long game. And as far as finding a place to sell it to, one, if you can possibly do it, stay away from pawn shops, and maybe go back to the same LCS that you bought it from. That seems to be the safest bet, because at least if he knows you're a regular there and you're always buying from him, then he's probably not going to be too concerned, or they are probably not going to be too concerned on if it's fake silver or not. Do your due diligence. Shop around if you can when it comes time to sell. But just because you don't like the answers you're getting as far as price wise goes, doesn't mean that silver and gold is worthless. It was a currency, it's been a currency for thousands of years. It's always going to have some monetary value to it. Now you can get into that whole debate on whether it's manipulated and this and that, and China's buying all the secret silver, all this other nonsense you hear on YouTube. It's a savings account that goes up in value a little bit, goes down in value a little bit. A hedge against inflation. You know, I seen another knucklehead talking about if Kamala Harris gets elected president, that we can possibly see $10,000 ounce gold. Man, I'd like to have some of the stuff these people are on. Golly. Anyhow, back to this whole thing about selling and buying and selling. Don't go and try to offload a bunch of proof sets and then not like the price they're going to give you. You know, it's the same thing with vintage silver. And then I've had this discussion with my LCS several times about vintage silver. It says unless it's something that's sought after, Engelhard's, Johnson Matthey, you know, some of the others, they don't, you know, if you buy it off of somebody in the community, they're going to try to get the price that, you know, it's listed for as far as vintage silver. So you might pay $45 for a 1 ounce bar of Engelhard, you know, or Johnson Matthey or whatever it is. I don't know, that might be a little high. I'm just using it as an example. But when it comes time to sell, you're only going to get a couple dollars over spot, maybe. So shop smart. You know, I got these here. I like them koalas. Man, them suckers are neat. And them little kookaburras right there. I even like the maples. Man, you know, for a simple coin like the maple, it sure is nice. But if you're gambling on metals to make you rich, you're in for a losing bet. If you're buying metals as a preservation of wealth, i.e. saving money, then you'll be doing all right. Same with gold. Use it as a tool. You know, in case of emergency, break glass. I wouldn't break the little capsule on that though, but y'all know what I mean, you know. If you need it, you have it. And find an LCS that's going to do right. And like I said, if you don't like what you're getting at one LCS, go to another one. Most of these online bullion dealers have buyback offers. I don't know, you know, price wise, I don't know where they're sitting at, but I mean, I know they're buying back. And for crying out loud, man, quit. If you're that tore up about silver and gold and about how worthless you may think it is, quit crying about it on YouTube. The wrong person is going to watch your stuff, and it's just, it's going to shatter their hopes and dreams. Anyhow, that's enough of my little rant. Go ahead and drop it in the comments if you made it all 11 minutes into this video. Drop it in the comments if you've ever had a problem selling back to an LCS. Simplify, God bless.